Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. So friends, in this video, we will have our discussion on the yearly horoscope, theme, analysis, time period of major events, career advancement, matrimonial progress, buying your first property, buying vehicle. So all those major landmark events. How to mark that in your calendar. In this part, we will have our discussion on that, specific for the Libra rising natives. See friends, how much I like you people. After my own rising sign, which is Aries, although it is first in the sequence, so you have to start with the Aries, but afterwards, I did not go to Taurus, I straight away came to you. So friends, you would have understood the pattern. See, we already have had our discussion on the yearly horoscope, where I gave you this insight that how the slow moving planets are going to be moving, making a movements, and what you can figure out from the Panchang, like who is the minister, who is the king. We already have had our discussion on that. Now, in this part, we will look at that in which all months some major conjunction and planetary yogas are going to be getting formed. So this is the second part where we will discuss that, so that if you are like planning your year, scheduling some events for specific months, you can actually give attention to that. And then there is going to be one more final video, then I will connect everything. So okay friends, before we will start our discussion, just a quick synopsis or summary of what we already have had our discussion in the last video. So in the last video, we discussed that in this year, Jupiter in a Atichari motion is going to be passing from your 9th house, 10th house, 11th house. There couldn't be a better combination than this. Jupiter is a planet of blessing, expansion, grace, those lucky breaks, our chance, our potential and capacity to have access to things which are beyond our human capabilities. So Jupiter gives blessing in the form of giving us those opportunities. And imagine if it is crossing from the houses which represents your public life, which in itself is the house of the luck, your gains, your attainment of things. So this is what Jupiter is going to be doing it for you. I can assure you, for the Libra Lagna natives, this year many lucky breaks in your career will happen. So don't undermine. Sometimes when you are not even that hopeful and just for the sake of it, you just took the chance and it worked out. So this is what is going to be happening for the Libra Lagna. When it comes down to the planet Saturn, so Saturn is transiting from your 6th house, friends. So I would say count your blessing if this year you are like about to contest for any political election kind of situation, you have to write any competitive exam, you are professionally working as a lawyer, or let's say for example you have to undergo the trial of the most challenging case of your life. So count your blessing, because luck is by your side, especially in the matters of your public life, and Saturn is actually kind of motivating you for giving your best fight. That's all what I can say. That is what Saturn is doing for your in your life, being there in your 6th house. When it comes down to Rahu and Ketu, friends, this is very tricky. I want to be very honest with you. Ketu is like a flag of achievement, which it generally gives if you have that in your prarabdha, if you have earned that from the past many lifetimes. This is what there in the reservoir of your karma. So Ketu can activate that. And Rahu in the 5th house, if your mind is in the control, you are a very futuristic person, you are ahead of the time, you're always looking for doing things in a very innovative way, then this Rahu can also function well. So that's the reason I said, with Jupiter, there is no doubt. With Saturn, there is no verification we need. It is a good placement. Saturn is the significator of the 6th house. With Rahu and Ketu, depends on your Rahu depends on your personality, and with Ketu depends on the evolutionary level of your soul. So after this, after parking all this information, which we already have had our discussion in the last video, now we will look at some important months, friends. So friends, to begin with, in your case, you will have a fortunate start of the year, because your 11th lord is going to be transiting in the 3rd house at the beginning of the year. Your 7th and the 2nd lord is also going to be conjunct with the sun in your 3rd house. And generally friends, whenever we have to put our efforts into something, our plannings, our strategy, our visualization, 3rd house play a very important role. See, 11th house is just when you have already sown the seed. Now you're just waiting for it to get mature. But with 3rd house is the initial level of sowing the seeds, laying the foundation. So I would say that you will actually, there is a high possibility with the Libra Lagna natives that you will enter a new year with a clarity. I'm not seeing you like all deluded, confused, and just, passing your life with year after year. Looks like you have this capacity to enter the new year with a proper strategy laid out, and also with proper resources with you, proper resources available with you to make a difference or create a difference. So that is how the year will start for the Libra Lagna natives. I mean to say, the Sagittarius energy is blessing all the rising signs. So for you, it's the 3rd house. Now friends, the next landmark event, if I need to mark, is going to be January 16th. So on January 16th, Mars and Sun are going to be transiting in your 4th house. And over there, Mars is going to be exalted. So that means your 2nd lord is exalted in the 4th house and well supported by your 11th lord Sun as well. So beyond any doubt, it goes without saying, if you are planning to buy a property, it's a very good time, like buying your apartment. If you are a politician, it's a very supportive time for laying a foundation to something, starting a business, registering a company, or traveling to your hometown and building a house, doing something over there. So regarding that, it's going to be a very good time. So because friends, we know this thing that Mars in a way, it has got a rulership over one of the Kendra Bhava, and getting exalted in another like Kendra Bhava. So it's like a good combination. So it will give you stability if you are like awaiting for those kind of stability causing giving events. This could be different for different people. For some people, they feel secure when they have bought their own apartment. For some people, when they have got married. For some people, when they have got their visa approved. So this is what I'm trying to say. So security and stability could be expected, and because it's the 11th lord, which is also going to be there in the 4th house. So some sort of auspiciousness and gains which will happen. Now friends, after that, February 23rd is also important for you, because Mars, Sun and Rahu are going to be conjunct in your 5th house. So friends, like if I were to say, if in any capacity you are like in a teaching, training business, profession, I mean to say, if you primarily work in the cryptocurrency, with the stock market, speculation, you are a artist, you are a creative professional, and 5th house also becomes very important because it is 8th from the 10th house. So if you are planning, anticipating any major changes, transformation in your professional life, or this could be a case that you are a student and during this time you have to write any exam, face any important interview, job interviews and all. So on February 23rd, this combination of the Mars, Sun and Rahu in the 5th house is actually empowering your thought process. It is activating your Pur Punya. It is supporting you if you are contemplating any transformation in your career and success in the love matters, love affairs. You are an artist, you released any creative work and it met with huge, humongous success that could be anticipated. So February 23rd, mark this in your calendar. Now friends, afterwards, March 2nd and March 11th are two important dates in the month of the March. So March 2nd, because your ascendant lord is going to get exalted in the 6th house. So we know this thing that if your ascendant lord is going to get exalted in the 6th house, it is also going to get conjunct with your Yog Karak planet Saturn as well. So we can expect some turnaround of the things in your job, in your job front, like being considered for a promotion, being trusted for some important role, responsibility could also happen. So March 2nd is supportive for that, when your ascendant lord will get exalted in the 6th house. Some major revamp and development in your line of work. And March 11th is supportive because Jupiter is going to get direct in your 9th house. So friends, we know this thing that 9th house transit of the Jupiter is considered as very strong. But when a planet is in a retrograde motion, it is more inclined towards fixing and wrapping up things from the past. And when it is going to turn direct on March 11th, it is going to be triggering things, moving the wheel of fortune in a forward direction. So that means the month of the March is going to be supportive for you, especially anything to do with your line of work, for any competitive situation, and also luck being by your side in a progressive direction. Like you can think about in the expansive lines. Now friends, afterwards, in the month of April, good news for you is that on April 19th, your ascendant lord is going to be strengthened in the 8th house. So with with this strengthened state of your ascendant lord in the 8th house, this is actually called as like one of the Raj Yoga, where especially if you're connected in the fields of astrology, occult, sadhana, investigation, research, scientific work, secretive, classified work, so some breakthrough can be made. So I would say that April 19th is supportive for you with your ascendant lord being strengthened, potent, powerful in the 8th house. You're expecting any inheritance, any verdict on your ancestral property, or like if you are working in the fields of insurance and research, so expecting some major turnaround during this time. Now friends, May 11th is also very supportive for you, because on May 11th, Mars and Sun will get strong in your 7th house. So Mars is going to be placed in its own sign and Sun is going to be exalted in the 7th house. So friends, the month of May, especially May 11th, mark this in your calendar, is going to be very supportive for the Pad Prapti, for the attainment of position. It is going to be very supportive for some matrimonial proposals coming your way. Suddenly you are getting all the limelight, you are the center of attention, so all of those things can happen. And because friends, in your case, Sun is your 11th lord as well, and with being supported by the closeness and conjunction with the planet Mars, so that means your 7th house will experience and deliver some very good results. So for the people who are connected with business, you primarily work in the public domain, anything to do with the art, entertainment, being in a creative field, and the fame prospects is going to be very strong on this month, in the month of the May, especially on May 11th. Now friends, the next important date for you or month for you is June. On June 1st, when Jupiter will get exalted in your 10th house. Now friends, it's a very important combination, because when we talk about the Artha triangle, like 2nd house, 6th house, 10th house plays a very significant role over there. So Saturn being strengthened, powerful in your 6th house, and over and above that, in trine to the planet Saturn, Jupiter is also exalted. So if you primarily work as a lawyer, as a doctor, in the health industry, you are a life coach, so it's going to be a very beneficial time. If you work in the fields of the banking, aviation industry, it's going to be a very supportive time. If you are a poet or you work in the Navy, cruise industry and all, it's going to be a very supportive time for you. If you are working in the fields of the import, export, banking, finance, judiciary, teaching, training, so very supportive time. So Jupiter will expand, like suddenly you will see that many opportunities are coming your way. Also, Jupiter is, in your case, is the lord of the 3rd and the 6th, and it is right now also responsible for delivering the result of the house where Saturn is also transiting. So in whichever field and area you would have been putting efforts, your efforts and your struggle will suddenly manifest in the form of the success. Enhancement in your status, reputation, visibility can happen. So mark this date, friends. June 1st is going to be very important for you. Your career will illuminate will expand. Now friends, after that, September, the month of September, on September 18th, when Mars will enter your 10th house, your 7th lord, the 2nd lord and the 7th lord will enter your 10th house in the Cancer sign, and it is going to be getting conjunct with the planet Jupiter over there. So this is kind of like a Neej Bhang Raj Yoga situation. So friends, what I have generally seen in my research is that this is giving this indication that in whichever area you were finding it difficult, because Mars is your 2nd lord and the 7th lord. So this could be a case that you have a business and you're trying to get into a specific demographics in a specific product line, and you're not able to get into it. It is like very impervious, and you have been trying that very hard. This is what your aspiration is, and you find and feel yourself very powerless over there, because we cannot undermine this thing that for you people, the lord of your business, the 7th house, the 7th lord somehow gets debilitated in the 10th house. So that is the only reason Libra people have to be very humble, and they have to take everyone, like they have to bring everyone all together, because if they try to be the lone wolf, this does not work very strong with them. So but in your case friends, there is a high possibility this Neej Bhang Raj Yoga which will happen, it will give you a breakthrough in your career endeavors because of the support of the luck. Luck will take you, your business, your commercial aspiration, it will take you to the right places. You know, there is a very famous example of this person. He is a tea seller. I forgot his name, Dolly Chai Wala. So because obviously like these days all the small restaurant owner, street vendors, they have their own Instagram account, they put the reels, make the reels and post it. He was also doing the same initially once, and just because of the algorithms and all, I don't know, once in a while his reel also came in my feed, but suddenly everyone was surprised that Bill Gates came to his stall. And then afterwards he was being invited to Dubai, many Middle Eastern countries. He was also in the news for charging hefty amount for his appearance and all, for the collaboration and all. So that's what I'm trying to say, that in your career, how important role the luck plays. So luck will bring many commercial opportunities to you, business opportunities to you, especially in those areas where you have tried in the past and you gave up. You find yourself very helpless to be in that domain. So that is what I'm trying to tell. Friends, September 18th, this transit of the Mars in your 10th house and its cancellation because of the Neej Bhang Raj Yoga with the planet Jupiter is giving answer to that. Now friends, the next date, important date for you is October 31st. So in the month of October, Jupiter will enter your 11th house. So that means almost like November and December, your 11th house, the house of the gains, wish fulfillment, and generally some sort of auspicious gains, gain of a spouse, gain of a child, gain of like that happiness in the family, reputation, being nominated for important awards can happen. So November and December are going to be very supportive for you. Like it will start after October 31st when Jupiter will enter in your 11th house. It will activate that. And lastly friends, Rahu and Ketu shift, which will happen in the month of December. So December 5th, this Rahu and Ketu shift will happen when Rahu will enter in your 4th house and Ketu will enter in your 10th house. So major career transformation will happen. And if you have got that niche expertise, your business and your products have got that monopoly and all, so you will get the best leverage for that, recognition for that, and transformation can be foreseen during this time, because when Rahu and Ketu, the nodal shift will happen around the same time, Mars and Jupiter is also going to be there in your 11th house. So that also tells about lot of the thrust, lot of the energy is going over there. And with Ketu we say that because of the luck, ancestral blessing, the good deeds done by you from the past, it manifests results. The blessings take you to the right places. Opportunity, recognition, visibility happen. So yes friends, that is in a nutshell the important landmark events which you can, and the dates which you can mark in your calendar, that how this year and in which all specific dates it's going to be bringing your attention and some important events in your life. So after this friends, in the next video I will try to connect everything and then I will give you elaborative, detailed kind of yearly horoscope results for your Lagna. So once again friends, thanks a lot for watching this video.